intro from last time?
I'm not gonna do that, but I think it was funny.
Ow.
What? How? What?
I said ow.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
No, I'm gonna do that. We do need an intro though.
We are back is pretty valid.
Hey, welcome back.
We are back
We are back,
in this
bitch. Right?
ass.
Oh, nah, that's not what we was doing. No. Yo, you tuned in. You live. We live. You with us. Chris and Dre, Generational Gap Podcast. You know, it is
It's very lazy type of day.
It is a lazy day, but
Yeah,
today is the 6th of May.
7th
of May. 7th of May, 2022. And the time is
like 10 o'clock.
It's early. We start recording early. Now motherfuckers is a little swept, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with bullshit. I kind of like the fact that we start with bullshit, get serious, and then we end with bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
I like it. So, first list on the docket, on the bullshit docket. Drake DMs Cuzzo's.
Oh, yeah, wife.
Bruh. So I'm reading the story because I don't know, it's the same old Twitter shit with like make better music or whatever the fuck.
Oh, he's talking about ghostwriting or some shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, it was somebody's son. It started with John Moran's dad. And then he said, I'm going to be like this even if my kid is playing chess or some shit. And then he said, just be your son at a ghostwriting contest or some shit. And then he said, I'm going to DM your wife. Did he tell her?
I'm going to follow your wife. She needs some excitement in her life or some shit like that.
Yeah, and he actually DM'd her.
He was like, I'm here for you, ma, and all this little extra shit. But wait, it got worse.
Did it?
The wife is on Reddit now, like venting, talking about the husband wants her to unfollow Drake and block him. She's like, it's not that serious and all.
Oh, she wants the trip to Miami though.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it. It was a whole ass Reddit post.
John, had you heard about this or seen anything about this?
I have not.
Bro.
Come on, John.
The story
I've been lacking.
Well, we've been fucking up a little bit with the story right here, but it is basically this that we talking about. Drake just got petty as a motherfucker and was like, all right, cuz you gonna talk that shit on Twitter on me, I'm gonna follow your wife. And now has for real created a couple problems in this man's marriage.
No, like actually it's a problem. Like Drake is now probably finna ruin this shit.
That's crazy.
What fuck? I'm trying to find
that Reddit shit's post. Wild to me. Like just a fucking simple click of a button and you just ruin this man's life.
Right. And you, bro, like you got it all. Like, why are you letting one dude's opinion create this narrative of you? Like that you gotta, like you need to feel validated. Like you are arguably the biggest hip hop pop star there is. You make the most money. You got the most females. Why does it need to be said or why does it need to be done? Like, to me, it was hella petty, but
I found it.
You did?
I found it.
All right, so what is this?
Okay, so it's old girl. She's on Reddit now, venting because her the whole situation. I'm not gonna read the entire thing, but I'm gonna give the whatever details. Backstory: husband, whatever, been married, great relationship, huge Drake fan. He's not a Drake fan, so she would like clown him, and whenever he would catch her singing type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then, when it happened, they were laughing about when he did the thing. So then, when he made the comment, like he showed her,
yeah,
and then he followed her back. And then she was like, at first we laughed about it, all this little extra shit. Oh, fuck. The Reddit cut. It got cut off.
Jesus.
But I remember I remember about it, but they were laughing about it, and then after the whole spill went on, old girl's dude was all like, "All right, the joke's over now. Time to unfollow and like block him and shit."
Right.
And she was all like, "I don't think I should, because it's Drake. I'm a huge Drake fan. All this little extra shit." She was like, "You don't know how crazy it is to get followed by Drake." And now she's like, "Am I in the wrong for not wanting to block and unfollow him and all this little extra shit?"
She really does not want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I had to start thinking as I was listening or reading this, and I start thinking, and I'm thinking, with everything said, if this is you, are you now nervous that Drake would go after your chick and she would let him beat? Like, and I'm gonna put you in a serious. We're gonna put each other in a serious, even though I'm talking about your mother. But we gonna put each other in some real serious, like, hot water, like get ready to sweat a little bit. In your current relationship, and I'm not gonna say your girl name, but in your current relationship,
Yeah.
if this was y'all, do you think that she would allow Drake to beat if he like pursued and was like, "Yo, so why don't you just, I'm gonna fly you out to Toronto and come stay with me or whatever."
Honestly,
just be honest. Like,
yeah.
She thinks she would?
But I okay, to a point, Nick, I might allow it for a bag though. For a fucking bag though. Like, real talk. He ain't broke.
So how you gonna get a bag from Drake for beating your girl?
Bro, we gonna have to find something out.
Figure it out.
Steal some shit. You feel
right?
Me?
You coming out of there with a Rolex? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
You gotta like, okay, if you finna take the trip, you better take a
come on back with something.
Successful trip.
Right. All right.
And then I'm gonna have to take that and then leave it.
I'm trying to think like,
okay, if they fuck Drake, what if it was The Rock?
Yeah, I think it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap. Like, I don't know that my 20 some odd year relationship and 11-year marriage or would even really be a thing. Like, I think at that point it'd just be like, listen, you gonna have to understand. I think she would just take the trip. I don't even know if she would tell me. You know what I mean? But
I'm going to El Salvador.
Right. Yeah, we're going to a family trip, but I'm the only one going. I don't know, man. Like, is there really such a hall pass? Like, you know what I mean? Do I have to?
My girl gave me a hall pass. She was like, if Ash Cash ever came up to you and was about it, I give you that pass. And
really?
Yeah. I was like, that's respectable as fuck.
I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. I don't know. I've seen enough movies now. I'm old enough now that there is no real hall passes. Like, once you use the hall pass, your relationship's over.
Oh, yeah.
She's never going to stop asking you.
No.
I know I would never.
No.
At that point, to me, my self-esteem would be so crushed that I'd just be like, I can't.
Yeah, I can't even do it.
I can't with you.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Like, I hope it was fun.
I hope you had a good
I hope it was great.
Yeah.
But I can't, because now every time I look at you, it's just like.
I can't stop thinking about it.
There was a movie back in the 90s called, it was Demi Moore, Woody Harrelson, and I can't remember the dude's name. But Woody Harrelson's in a casino with his wife. Oh, boy comes up. He starts flirting with her. Woody like, bro, get the fuck off my wife. And then he hits her, and he hits them both up. And he was like, I got a proposition. Back in the early 90s, $1 million was a lot of money.
Right.
And he said, $1 million if I could sleep with your wife for a night. They talked it over, and he was like, all right, let's do it. And she did.
Right.
And I was young when the movie came out, but I think I remember old dude didn't beat, but he still gave her the $1 million. But it fucked their relationship up to where they just couldn't do it, because even though they had the meal,
right,
it was still kind of like some other dude touched you, and now I'm not cool with it. Even though he thought it was cool at the beginning,
right,
but then after that, it was just kind of like every time he looked at her, he was like, "Man,
yeah,
I'm feeling this shit."
Nigga, I couldn't do it.
I mean, that's rough.
I couldn't.
It's a real thing.
I mean, yeah, the self-esteem is fucking.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, ain't no hall passes. And can we come to let's start a discussion? Like, we see celebrities and we go, "She bad, she bad." But is she bad because you see her in a movie or on TV or singing on a stage? Because let's get to bring it down to a level.
Let's get to the cup of tea. Fuck all this extra shit. Doja Cat's ugly as fuck.
Let's go. Let's go. Doja Cat is
Without
bald
some
headed.
makeup, boy.
Let's go.
Boy.
Okay, so I see a picture of Doja Cat on her Twitter where I give her some credit. She ain't tripping. She'll show you what it really do in the morning. Like before her cup of coffee type shit.
Yeah.
And you sitting there going, who the fuck is that?
Hey, little bro, put your big sister on the phone.
Oh, shit. Hey, I've seen a few of them, and I'm like, that ain't Doja Cat. It is Doja Cat. She bald-headed as fuck. And I'm not, listen, but without the makeup and all the extra, your makeup artists at your disposal, you look like a completely different person.
Hey, makeup should be, let's talk about it. Makeup should be illegal in some cases. Have you seen
We've been in this. We've done this on this podcast.
Have we?
Yes, we have. We've done, like, something's not okay.
Yeah, but the
it's
makeup thing is really like. Have you seen the videos where it would be like?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they do like a time lapse.
Time lapse looks like a whole different person. I'll be sitting there like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. It's not crazy. Scary.
It is scary.
Scary is the right word.
That's some spooky shit.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm trying to think of like out of all, like there is a lot. If you Google a picture of like somebody, you go, oh yeah, she bad.
Right.
But then you Google like without makeup.
Instagram Live.
Ooh,
right.
It'll kill it. It'll kill it. So now I'll be like, ain't no motherfucking hall passes. Because I'll probably wake up in the morning and just be like, oh, this was so not worth it.
This was so not worth it. Nah, okay. But Megan Fox. I think in the morning Megan Fox is still Megan Fox.
You think so?
Megan Fox without makeup, we can look that shit up. I'm pretty sure it's still Megan Fox.
I don't even think she's that bad no more.
Really?
She was okay back in the day.
Oh shit! When she was in Ninja Turtles, boy, I was in the theater at 8 years old with a boner.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, she used to be bad, but again, I don't know, man. There's like I said, I see a lot of the times where like they catch candid photos of celebrities coming out the bagel shop or the coffee shop, and they sitting in their sweatpants and shit, and I'd be like, what? That's you?
I mean, she's not.
But that's what money does. Like money will.
I mean, she's still pretty bad with no makeup.
You can't tell me that she don't look.
She don't. Okay, she does.
Save that picture, send it to John so I can put it up on the screen. But you can't tell me that she don't look like some regular chick in your gym class at school.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like we put them up on a pedestal because we see them in movies and all that shit. But like, stop playing.
You're right. It's also like a fame thing. Like if you see motherfucker just doing good, you obviously more attracted to that type shit.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So everything kind of plays a part in that thing. But mentioning scary, good way to transition to it. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, don't get up on here and kill it.
I ain't gonna spoil it, but
it came out yesterday night. Or
Thursday night.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna give my review on it.
Review it because I ain't seen it, and I thought we was gonna go see it, but you ain't shit. So go ahead, review it.
We can still go watch it today.
Okay.
It ain't never been no problem because I ain't gonna. Okay. First Marvel movie I fell asleep on, but I was really fucking tired because night before I was really fucking tired. But nah, it was clean. I'm not even gonna front. Like,
all right,
how they did it. There are some things I was kind of saying like, why the fuck? But overall, I rated a 7.5. They called it Doctor Strange. It wasn't Doctor Strange's movie.
It was like everybody.
Nah, it was Scarlet Witch's movie.
All right, that don't say nothing else.
Well, she was all up in there. So
yeah.
You know she was in there, but
yeah,
it wasn't Doctor Strange's movie. That's how I felt about it when I was sitting there. Like after thinking about it, I'm like, that wasn't Doctor Strange's movie. But
they just allowed that. Doctor Strange aspect to the multiverse type of thing.
Yeah, but really, you were sitting there, like, I was sitting there like, holy shit. Like, okay, this was rated a horror, this was classified as a horror film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And literally, like, with me and my girl were watching it, and, like, the first scene, like, I was sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, it was, like, there were some scenes that were like, oh, shit. And like after I said like, oh, this is classified as a horror film, bruh, you should seen hella like fucking somebody came out of the portal like all janky and shit, like their bones was all fucked up. You should see them like get up like fix all this shit.
Wait. You're going too far. You can't do that. You can't
How?
do that. You have to keep it general because
That's
somebody might
general.
watch this tonight.
That's general.
Okay, but don't spoil it.
Doctor Strange makes portals. Somebody comes out of
Right.
a portal.
Okay.
That's general. But yeah, no. After I said that, like the entire movie, I was sitting there like, holy shit, like this, and it was gory, which was kind of fucking crazy because it's a Marvel movie.
Right.
Like Marvel don't do that shit, and there was like some scenes like I was sitting like, what? This is made for kids, like type shit.
Yeah.
And there was some cussing in there, but overall I fell asleep a little bit, but I was tired as fuck, and I got hella comfy in the back of my car because it was a drive-in.
So you give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
7.5 out of 10 for a Marvel movie ain't really that good.
I feel like no, that's good.
7.5.
7.5 is solid.
I feel like 8 starts to become like really solid. 9 is like it was really good except for like a couple slow parts, and then 10 would be like, bro, that was the best movie one of the best movies.
It
so
was
7.5 is like it was cool.
I liked it.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going. I feel like 7. It wasn't. I look at it in tiers, as in the most recent shits I've been seeing, which has been. What else came out recently? It was Spider-Man, and something else came out.
Spider-Man.
It was Spider.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Batman.
Batman. Yeah. That was another movie. I kind of put more ranks of that, like superhero movies. As superhero movies, like there's been some trash ass superhero movies.
Yeah, I know.
So it wasn't trash. It was good.
Okay.
Like good 7.5. That's a C plus.
All right.
No, B minus.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay, that now we get into like that. No, I
Yeah,
have
because
to.
I feel the 7 is like, it was cool.
Okay, in terms of letter ranking, then
Nah, just 7s is cool. 8s is dope. Like you just said it. Like,
all right, B minus B.
okay, all right.
Above average.
Uh,
Perfect way to explain it. Above average, not great, but not amazing, but still pretty fucking good.
So I seen the little pictures while we on Marvel. I seen the pictures for Thor, and I ain't never seen a Thor movie except for Ragnarok. But the only reason I seen Ragnarok is because the Hulk was in it. But it looked like this one might be kind of dope. And
some of the Guardians are in it.
yeah, I heard that. And Natalie Portman's in it. And I know she's in all those movies, but Natalie Portman got to be pushing like 45. And
Is she?
yeah, I'm not really a fan of, like, we was just talking celebrities that are like hurt, and she's not hurt. Like, Natalie Portman is actually a really good looking white woman.
Right.
However, why is it that all of a sudden we have, like, is that a character, like, for real? Because I don't know a lot about Marvel, but it seems like they just throw in the whole, like, yo, let's put some extra characters because of the political climate.
No, she was in the first Thor.
I know, but she was just his girlfriend, like,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Now she's holding a hammer now.
I mean,
She got a whole suit.
it's gonna get explained.
I understand that, but what is that, a comic book character? Was that something that
No, that's a comic book character.
it really happened?
Yeah, there's a girl Thor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was actually a thing.
So they putting it in there for that. It's not like, yo, we just want to, represent females or whatever. Like, in other words, it's not a push.
Oh yeah, okay. I can see where you're going. No,
It's a character.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
that's
some
dope.
comic shit. Yeah.
That's dope.
What's it called? Have you seen like the concept behind it?
Nope.
It's supposed to be Thor's not. He don't want to be a superhero no more. He's trying to find like. He's like, I'm done fighting and shit. I'm trying to be like, find who the fuck I really am type shit.
Okay.
That's the whole, I guess, where the movie is coming back from.
Okay. All right.
Fucking, shit comes out in 2 months.
I know. It's very soon.
Hell, listen, the trailer just came out.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, why? They waited hella long to drop that shit.
I think that's the only movie I really give a fuck about besides Doctor Strange, and I was watching them little YouTube clips about like all the new movies coming out, and I'm like, bro, there's nothing.
Nothing.
But whatever. I mean, who gives a fuck? It's I don't know. It seems like it's been slow. Like they trying to set up that whole Marvel shit, and then like just as far as good movies, like even if it ain't some comic book shit or some shit like that, it's just
What's it
it's
called?
been slow.
Nah, Moon Knight came out. People are
Fuck.
fucking with that.
Yeah, I know, but that's a TV show.
I mean, but it's a Marvel TV show. They finna
I
put.
know. I mean, we could get into TV shows. It seems like TV kind of shitting on movies right now because there ain't a lot of movies coming out. I guess because people ain't going to the theater like that.
Yeah.
But people for surely sitting at the house, so they got to transition.
That's why they threw Batman on HBO Max after a couple months.
Yep. And
That's
Moon
wild.
Knight, and then what? Star Wars is trying to shit on everybody with like what they did Mandalorian, and they did Boba Fett, and now they doing Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, they are.
Yep.
Mm.
Disney Plus has got it.
Yeah, they going in.
If you really kind of, there's some people who are like, man, I don't fuck with that, because that's not their lane, like sci-fi and
Right.
comic books and shit. Like they think that's just nerdy. Well, I'll be nerdy like a motherfucker.
I'm a nerd.
I fuck with it.
Don't get it twisted. We
I
are
fuck
nerds.
with all that. I fuck with all that. But yeah, Disney Plus do got it.
It's crazy because we have all the streaming apps, and I still don't know what the fuck to watch.
It's true.
Real shit.
It's true.
I still don't know what the fuck to watch.
I mean, it's hard right now because I don't want to start nothing at night because I know the games are coming on and I want to see what the fuck's going on. So if you start a movie or something, like we watched last night, Free Guy. Bro, I started falling asleep. I could have sworn I was gonna like that movie.
I don't think falling asleep represents you not liking the movie. Like,
Yeah, that's true. I'll be up at 3 a.m. But
yeah, like the fucking night before I went to go watch Doctor Strange, I went to sleep at 3, and I had to be at school by 8 o'clock, so I had to wake up at 7 type shit.
yeah,
So
I feel it.
So that, like, obviously I was hella fucking tired, and the movie ain't end till like 10 type shit.
I don't know. Sometimes you watch a good movie, you into it no matter what.
Nah, I was into it. Like, I was sitting there like, oh, I was sitting there like, I was still listening, like, as I was closing my eyes, like, type shit. And like, if something happened, like, my girl would like tap me, like, hey,
Yeah,
type, watch, like, open your fucking eyes, type shit. But again, I fucked with it. I was sitting there like, people were saying it's bad because there wasn't hella characters in it.
right.
And I didn't really expect that because people were saying Deadpool's finna be in there, all this little extra shit.
Yeah,
I was like, that would be cool, but I don't even expect no shit like that to happen. So that's why I didn't go in with all those expectations. That's why I feel like people said it was bad because they went in thinking
it was gonna be big Spider-Man shit.
Yeah, like you finna have cameos and shit. I mean, they still had cameos. Like,
I know somebody already fucked something up for me on Twitter, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, they still had like shit. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, again,
all right,
good movie. People had high expectations. I'd say if you want to enjoy it, don't go in with it thinking it's gonna have all these new characters and shit. Just think of it. Just have low expectations, and you'll be like, oh shit, okay.
Right. That's what's up. I respect it. Switching gears, do you know who Kevin Samuels is?
That's so sad. So sad.
All right, well, let's do it. Turn your mic. What do you know about Kevin Samuels?
I know he's funny as fuck. Have you seen his shit?
I watched a shit ton of his videos.
Yeah.
I agree with most of his views.
Right.
Somebody did break it down to me in a way that I could understand today, where they say there's females killing him all over, killing him. He's already dead, but just really like, fucked him, blah, 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 which is some cold shit. Like,
right.
Somebody's dead. You know what I mean? Like, have some respect.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people had a lot of personal views about what bro had said when he was alive and the way he said shit. So
right.
the main consensus is like, yeah, fuck him, la 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 la. I think he was just being honest in like a cultural society where we use money and value is obviously the big shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's what we base ourselves around. So he was only putting that out there for that purpose in like a reality driven mindset where he was kind of like, well, that's what we thinking about, right?
Yeah.
However, I think especially black women were like, yeah, but you down in black women by just saying this, that, and the other thing. And I don't think that's where he was going particularly. I don't think he was going to talk down on black females. I think he was just trying to be realistic in the world we live in and the way we see shit.
Right.
And that's kind of where my divide is, to where I see that where he was going. I also see where other people said, well, that was hurtful.
Okay, well, I look at it like you gotta have some entertainment nowadays.
Right.
So, yeah, he was being real, but he knew like if he was just some motherfucker like that went around that just like trying to give like advice, not advice, but whatever he was speaking about type shit. You know what I mean? Like just being calm and not being funny. Like he knew what he was doing. Like he was spreading the information, but still entertaining at the same time.
Yes.
Because like I was watching this shit yesterday, like after the whole thing happened, like the whole spill, and he was funny as fuck. But again, he was like saying real shit. Like when a girl said she was like, "I'm a 9.8," he just looked at her like dead in the shit, like just shook his head and everything. Like he knew how to do both type shit. So
yeah, it was definitely an entertainment podcast,
right?
But his viewpoint still stood where it was kind of like. And this is for anybody who doesn't understand. Kevin Samuels was a dude who had his own podcast and show, if you want to call it that, and would educate men and women on their expectations in relationships versus what they were doing in real life. And just, like, I think some of his viewpoints, for instance, he would tell a 45-year-old woman, you're over the hill. Like, so for you to have an expectation of all the men I meet are this or that, and they don't have this, they don't have that, he would tell them, like, you're a little overweight, or your childbearing years are almost over. Your job dictates that you only make this much per year. So how do you figure you get this high value man and high value women is what his basic points were. He was always using high value.
Right.
As true as it was from a standpoint of how we view the world and say, like money rules.
Yeah.
It was also kind of cold to say, just because you're this or that, you shouldn't be happy. But he was being realistic in like, he also would say, you can be happy, but don't expect some millionaire to come by, some young millionaire to come sweep you off your feet. You're going to have to, and he was also critical of how females go, well, I am not going to stand for or bring my standards down for just like some dude who doesn't da-da-da-da. And he's kind of like, yo, see, y'all missing the point of like, there are good dudes out there, but because he ain't got this money or this car or this or that, you miss out on bro. So y'all miss the point, and you be sitting there trying to look for this, Mr. Wonderful, but there's probably a couple cats who just don't have the pocket change that you're looking for, and you just completely sweep over him. So in that sense, he was always correct, because that's true.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And men do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she was broke, I couldn't do it, or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And if that's how you feel, that's how you live your life. Be ready for those consequences, right? The old girl that you were really looking for, that your soulmate, she could have been passed and went, but because you was looking for money, you didn't see her.
Right.
So yeah, he was always correct in that sense, and I know people kill him for some of his viewpoints, but if you really listen to him, he had a basics of real relationships don't stem from money, even though he used the terms high value and this and that and that. It was more or less he was just trying to tell people, like, you look for financial gain and growth in somebody, and you don't see the potential in there as a person, and you just sweep over them. And that could have been your soulmate, but you looking in the wrong places for these people. So either way, he died. I got a lot of entertainment out of, sometimes he would have, like on the Fresh and Fit podcast, they had him on there. Some lady was on there, and I think it was the best argument I ever heard him give to somebody, which was like, she was like, it's just not fair how men run the planet, and I'm supposed to just da-da-da-da. And he goes, oh, you talking about fair? Like, nothing's fair. He goes, see, men know that, like, at a job, shit ain't gonna be fair, but we just deal with it.
Right.
And ladies, you seem to cry about it instead. He's like, fucking men have conquered planets and da 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 da, and you know what I mean. But he goes, is it fair how you get into the club for free, and the ugly chick behind you has to pay? See, that shit ain't fair, but you don't cry about that. You only talking about some shit ain't fair when it doesn't benefit you.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And I remember my mechanic was sitting there listening to it. He had never heard Kevin Samuels. This is before he passed. He's listening to it and he's just sitting there looking at me going, bro, I don't want to ever get into an argument with dude. He was very educated.
Yeah, no, educated as fuck.
And I just like this point of view. Of course, the things that people do get rubbed the wrong way about him, I get it.
Yeah.
But I think it was pretty fucking...
I mean, he was a straight up asshole.
Yeah, I guess yeah, because he told things... that's another thing. We say you're an asshole because you say things in a way we're not comfortable with.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's happens a lot. I get told a lot, like, you say this. You're just too straight up.
But... I'm just not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
that was his whole thing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, big bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
I need to tell you how it really is.
Yeah,
and if I don't, then I'm not doing my job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Then I feel bad because I'm not. I'm lying to you, big bro.
Yeah, right. So I agreed a lot with like how he approached things.
Yeah.
He just didn't take into consideration some people's feelings, but that's not his job.
Yeah, like he's there to spread the information out. Fuck how you feel. That's
right.
Straight up.
At the end of the day, an opinion is an opinion, and you having an opinion and you have no platform, nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
When you have an opinion and you have a big platform, then people get mad because they know in the back of their heads this information and your opinion is being spread, and that seed is being planted in other people's minds, and then they get a little bit self-conscious and defensive about it. You know, like if Kevin Samuels, nobody knew who he was, or maybe 100 people,
right?
Women wouldn't have a problem because it's like, you ain't reaching nobody.
Yeah.
But then he reaches millions of people, and they're like, yo.
And now he died, and now people are gonna go back and like,
yeah, we would try to, either rediscover it or try to bury it so that nobody else gets any smart ideas. But rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. It was entertaining, regardless of how you feel about him and his points of view. I just thought that shit was always entertaining, and it was insightful too.
Entertaining as fuck for sure. Because there's a couple ones where I think it was an overweight girl or something. He was just really just...
Yeah, he roast the fuck out of people.
Yeah, roast the dog shit out of him, but he was just being straight up though.
I've never seen him roast somebody who didn't get on there and act like they were that shit though.
Oh yeah.
You know, like people used to get up there and just be like, "Yeah, but I don't deserve that because I'm the I'm a 10." Be like,
I'm a dime bag.
Ma'am, how old are you? I'm 45. And how tall are you? And what's your weight? I don't see why that's important. Ma'am, just answer the question.
Why is that important?
I'm 185. Okay, ma'am. So listen.
Okay, man.
No, you call him ma'am. It was always ma'am. Like he would be respectful he would start with respect and then just kind of give it to you straight.
Right.
You are this, that, you 45, you weigh this, and you already got kids or whatever. What do you think like this dude that you looking for is really gonna just fall upon you? Like you kind of leftovers. And that's what everybody's saying. They're like, Kevin Samuels talks slick about women when he was alive, so why does everybody expect in his death that we gonna respect him? I get it, but it is kind of cold to like somebody dies and you're just talking a gang of shit. Grave. I think that's fucked up.
Yeah,
but let's not slow the pace with
some sad shit.
Yeah. But rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
Jewel died. I just read that this morning. You've heard some Death Row records.
Yeah.
Where Jewel sang the hooks. Biggest ones I can think of, What Would You Do by the Dog Pound. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of, she sang the hooks on a lot of shit in the early Death Row days. You got the Death Row shorts and shit. So anytime you heard a female vocalist on some Death Row shit, Dr. Dre shit, Snoop shit,
right,
that was Jewel.
Okay.
She died at 56, and she was a part of the biggest era in hip hop, West Coast hip hop. So that's worth mentioning and giving a shout out and rest in peace. Also,
Right. I know we kind of moved on, but I'm gonna put this up on the screen. But you want to read it out loud?
Kevin Samuels trying to figure out who let women in their 30s with 4 kids in his funeral.
It's the dude popping out the casket, looking all confused.
Yeah, so much Kevin Samuels slander, so
Yeah.
cold.
That's
So
not
cold.
slander. It's a fucking meme.
And I know, but that shit just let bro rest.
Yeah,
Like,
it was kind of crazy when
everybody's
because-
very mad at Kevin Samuels because he's dead, and now they can just get their shit off. But it's like, come on, man.
Man, I feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, internet's always gonna be fucked up. Like if,
No shit.
like when Kobe died, there were still memes about it and shit.
I mean, let's fuck the internet in general,
Yeah, and it's kind of cold.
because you can just get your shit off on the internet.
You kind of have no repercussion.
No repercussions until somebody shows up at your fucking house and finds you. Like there has been those there's been those occasions where somebody done pulled up on you and you like, what?
Well, it's fucking. Have you seen the story? It was way back in the day, when like Black Ops 2, some kid was talking shit to the dude in Search and Destroy. Dude came up and found him and like fucking taped this kid up in his house, and his mom came home and found him and shit.
I heard about it. But
Yeah, like fuck.
yeah,
Was that serious?
I mean, I guess so.
I wonder what he said. Can we take a minute and appreciate old Call of Duty lobbies for a second? That shit is probably one of the funniest things ever.
What?
Call of Duty lobbies, like Search and Destroy Call of Duty lobbies, when everybody has their mic on.
Oh, both teams.
Yep, it's probably the funny. I can't tell you how many times I've been called a hard R on Call of Duty.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. That's exactly what I was talking about. Internet, or I mean, that is a form of the internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were little, I was an idiot, and I would sit up and play Call of Duty, and it would be the same thing. Or I'd be playing Kane and Lynch, where it's only like 12 people in the lobby. And yeah, we get to those conversations, and your mom is probably going to laugh at this, but there's been many times where she's like, what are you doing? And I'm getting up either, you know what, I'm not going to go into it. I'm getting up ready for some shit to jump off, because I done gave out my motherfucking address. Said, bro, pull up. Like, all that shit you talking, pull up. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sitting here spitting my address onto the internet.
Right.
Going, pull up, bro. I'll be waiting outside. You know what I mean? Like, my temper was just so ill when I was younger. And but yeah, I would catch that shit. People be on there talking shit. You get a little back and forth banter. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Suck my dick, motherfucker. Kiss my ass. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, all right. You'd be like, what the fuck did you just call me, bro? Oh, word? Like, that's how you feel? Where you from? Oh, I live in California. Oh, for real? Where? Because we can do something about it. Most of the time it's like, I live in Kansas. You'd be like, all right, well, yeah, I kind of expect that from you, Kansas.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, there was a lot of shit being talked. And then I guess that's what you're talking about, old school lobbies, because now it's like everybody just has to shut up until the game start.
Yeah, okay. Not okay.
If you even on the same team.
What's it called? It got, I don't know. I think, okay, it varies. I know different game modes, but for Search and Destroy, it's still the same, because during quarantine, me and my partners, we all got hella good at Search and Destroy. We would just play private matches all night, and then we went to public lobbies. And in Search and Destroy, when you're switching sides and shit, that's when you can talk shit. And pregame, you can talk shit and all that. And then when you kill somebody, you hear their hot mic. So like,
okay.
When you kill them, like if they scream or some shit, you can hear it for like a quick 2 seconds and then cuts off.
Okay.
So then, what's it called? So like during those times, like that was just 2 years ago, but I haven't played no shit like that again in Call of Duty, where it was just constantly like just shit talking. Like I remember it got so bad, me and my group, we played some other dudes, like we were like, nah, fuck all that extra shit. We finna invite y'all to a private match and really get it going.
Right.
And I remember, bro, this fondest memory of those days is Modern Warfare. A lot of y'all ain't nerds, so y'all wouldn't understand. But for my Call of Duty nerds, fuck, I forgot which map I'm on Hot Warfare, but it was the one with the broken building, and A bomb is on the left side and B bomb's on the right side in the other next to the other broken building. But an A bomb, so bro, I defused the bomb basically with 5 people alive, and I was the only one to win the entire game. And it was some of the most shit talking I've ever done in like this in one night. Like I lost my voice the next day, everything.
Yeah, I remember those days. Was that when we lived at the house previous?
Yep.
When I had to fucking wake up and
I was going in.
I had to come in your fucking room and go, yo, I gotta get up in the morning. You better fucking cut this shit down.
Yeah, and then I had to figure out because I would have both my headsets on, and that's what made me speak louder. So I figured it out. Like you have to keep one out because then
you knew,
so you can control your voice level. Because when you have both on, you're thinking you're speaking hella low, but
because
really
you'd be screaming. And I would wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, look at mom and be like, bro, are you gonna do this or am I? Because if I get up out of bed, I'm just gonna unplug that fucking PlayStation. I'm just gonna unplug everything.
I went play. Those were the good Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty for that. If I could go back, y'all know what I'm talking about. Quarantine, Modern Warfare.
I'm not
Best days ever.
I'm not co-signing on any of this because I don't even know. I don't know the difference between any of them. I know Modern Warfare 2. I think that's the one with the green cover. That's my favorite one. But
I'm talking about the most recent Modern Warfare. There's 2.
Cold War?
No, not Cold War. Modern Warfare. The one before that.
See, why is there 6 right now? Like, why would I turn on Call of Duty? There's like 4 fucking split screens, and you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck all this is.
It's because they don't want to switch out the Warzone game engine. Because you know how the Warzone game engine is still the Modern Warfare, like it's still like it still plays like Modern Warfare, but when you go to Cold War, it's like a kind of different game mechanic.
Yeah,
they don't want to switch that out because everybody fucks with that.
Okay.
So the only thing they can do is just throw the guns that they make and like all the shit into Warzone, but they don't want to switch the game engine because everybody fucks with that game engine.
Okay.
So that's why it's like when you open it, it's 4 fucking different Call of Duties and shit.
That shit bugs me because I can't remember if it's on my Xbox or my PlayStation that I got Vanguard. So I'll be wanting to play Vanguard. And
I don't know why you did that.
Because I'm an idiot. Like, I don't be thinking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I hit Vanguard and it's like, you ain't got that game. I'm like, oh, I gotta get on fucking Xbox. Like, that's annoying as fuck. But there's 4 of them. So it's kind of like, bro, why? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
if that wasn't there, it would just be, there wouldn't be a Vanguard there. And I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's on my other game console.
Yeah.
Because I think I got.
You probably have Warzone on both your shits and it says Vanguard on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever, man. Like, whatever. I'm waiting for Grand Theft.
That shit's never coming out.
It's coming out. Don't say that.
That shit's never coming
Don't fucking say that.
I'll be probably moved out when that shit come out. That shit's never.
Saints Row finna come out. You fuck with Saints Row?
I fucked with I forgot which one it was, but
they got really corny after like 4. Like when it's like all of a sudden Johnny Gat was like,
I think when you were the president or some shit.
Yeah, that was just start getting real corny.
Yeah, I think that's the last one I played. It was kind of cool though. Like you had superpowers and shit.
Yeah, but still, it was kind of like I was like, all right, man, y'all doing hella shit.
I mean, Saints. I mean, I never. I always went to Saint Row just to fuck around, just because there was hella.
It's sandbox.
Yeah, hella funny shit to do, like fucking just kill all them aliens, all that extra shit. But
yeah, but fuck.
GTA has released 3 different consoles. GTA 5.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
GTA 5 has released on 3 different consoles.
That's true.
PS3, PS4, and PS5.
That's crazy.
That's like a 10-year span.
That's not GTA 3.
GTA 5 has been on 3 consoles.
GTA 5, 3 consoles.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. That's crazy as fuck when you think about it. That's fucking ill.
How
long has that game been out?
2012.
Fuck, 10 years?
2012.
But they still making a dumbass amount of money on it.
Oh, yeah. Like, let me see the release date. I think we talked about this before. But
we probably did on a video game episode. Episode 6, check it out. Video game episode. We nerded the fuck out. Definitely. That's probably why we shouldn't be doing this.
But 2013. Still. Anyways.
Yeah, 9 years. And still making a shit ton of money off it.
Still releasing shit.
That's hard. Anything Rockstar come out with, I usually try to fuck with, especially if it's Red Dead or Grand Theft Auto. But for all y'all that don't play video games, y'all probably like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? But that's okay, cause you just, we just gonna give it to you the way we know.
I want to show off my Crocs to the viewers. For everybody that's looking.
You from Canada? Those are Maple Leafs?
Yeah, it's Maple Leafs.
That's what's up.
Some good Maple Leafs.
Some Canada pride.
Get these at your local Croc store.
Yeah, with the strap on them. I seen some kids in the Target.
Come in sport mode too. Don't mind my ankle socks. These not mine. I just couldn't find no socks this morning.
Oh, okay. I seen some kids kicking their Crocs around Target. What is it with y'all youngsters, man, that y'all just go into stores and want to cause as much chaos as possible, as if the people who work there ain't got better shit to do?
Because they get paid to deal with it.
No, I don't think they do. I don't think they get paid.
They're on the clock.
I don't know if it's on, maybe at like Bayfair, but at most stores they don't say, hey, so we're hiring you to be a cashier, stock product, and be a security guard for young children who come in there and act a damn fool. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's not part of the job description. These kids had the balls. They would go to the toy section, get the balls. They throwing balls around the fucking store, over the fucking sections. Kicking their Crocs all over the place and shit. Bro walked past me and started running past me, kicking his Croc, and the fucking Croc goes over, not over my head, but like next to me over the aisle.
Right.
And I just looked at him. I said, you hit me with that motherfucker, we gonna have an issue. And he's like, my bad.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's your bad. If you hit me with it, bro, I'm gonna whoop your ass with that Croc. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't come to Target for all that, bro. I came here to get a hard drive for my podcast, and I'm trying to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Don't hit me with your fucking shoe, acting a damn fool.
Yeah.
And where your parents at? Do your parents know you in Target acting a goddamn fool?
I built a toilet paper fort in Target once.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. Like, nobody wants to deal with your toilet paper fort, man.
How's that bullshit?
Because nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to deal with that.
It's nothing to really deal with, though.
But did you deal with where the toilet paper was?
Yeah, like, okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not pulling shit off the shelf to where somebody has to bend down, like, I remember what you're talking about. That's when we went to Target and we brought your sister, right? And y'all was sitting there in the toilet paper towels.
No, this was another time. Like, I really, like, built a wall and, like, I was laying down in there and shit.
You know, it's just kind of, that's shitty teenager shit. There's levels of shitty teenager shit. And that's, like, level 1. Level 2 is, like, knocking shit off the counter. And then level 3 is, like, just creating chaos for customers. And now you just taking away from the bottom line. You know what I mean? Like, now customers are like, I don't go to that Target because they don't fuck around and let kids just run around stupid.
Can I be honest? This is probably a horrible thing, but every time I go into Target, I will go to the drink section and just grab a drink and start drinking and just.
That's excellent. So now, that's you have just admitted to stealing on video. Excellent.
It's not stealing because it's buy one gets, just buy something and I'm gonna get one free.
That's even better. So now you're pretty good at this.
What do you mean?
I'm sure there's going to be some police, you know what I'm saying? Like, at some point going, oh, yeah.
It's $2 coffees.
They're getting a cell ready for you, G.
It's $2 coffees.
They already wrote your name on the pillow and stitched it. And we're like, yeah, we just waiting for him to fuck up big so we can just go on ahead and pull this little episode and go, it says here you done stole some soda. So let's add that on there. Don't ever, okay. You ain't the first one nor the last to go to like Lucky's, to the little candy section before COVID, where they had the like candy shit in just a big barrel where you supposed to put it in a bag. Motherfuckers, that was a thing when I was little.
Oh yeah.
When I was like 6, I go to the store with my grandma. We probably ain't finna buy no candy, but I'm finna stick my hand in there and grab like a handful of gummy bears and walk around and eat them as we're in the store.
Yeah,
it's a similar thing.
Yeah, because I would just have the drink to walk around the store, just having the drink on.
It'd have been a lot better if you said, yeah, I opened the drink in the store and then I pay for it afterward. But
That
You
is
just-
what I do.
Okay, perfect. There we
That
go.
is what I
Good
do.
cleanup. I like it. I like
That's
it.
what that is what I do.
You always pay for your drinks.
Always.
Everything is paid for.
Yeah, even when it's just nothing in it. Hey, I drank this.
Right. And
Yep.
I'd like you to ring it up, please.
Please.
Excellent. Thank you. That's what I wanted to
I'm
hear.
a 10 out of 10 human citizen.
That's
Human citizen.
yeah, tax-paying citizen.
Tax-paying law abiding.
Law abiding for
Law
real.
abiding.
All the time. Like, yeah. What the fuck? At all times.
At all times.
Yeah.
Always go to speed limit.
There's speed limits, like a fucking
I stop behind yellow school buses.
yeah, if the light turns yellow, I slam on my brakes.
Shit, I brake on the green
Right.
just to see if it's gonna turn yellow.
Just to slow down and make sure.
Just to make sure. Ooh, fuck. I don't know why this crossed my mind, but it's a serious note. The abortion laws that have been taking place recently.
Yeah.
Why you say it like that?
No, it's not about you. It's just about like fucking abortion laws and all the shit surrounding it. It's like, good God, like when are we done with this?
So I took a screenshot of, so they passed a bill in Oklahoma, the governor did, and it's called the Oklahoma Heartbeat Act.
Okay.
And this is like the description of what it says. Bans abortions after cardiac activity / fetal heartbeat can be detected, which typically occurs around 6 weeks. Allows any private citizen to sue someone who performs an abortion, intends to perform an abortion, or helps a woman get an abortion.
Okay.
Only exception is when the mother's life is in danger, but not for rape or incest. Citizens can be awarded at least $10,000 for every abortion performed.
I don't agree. So here's my middle ground stance, and that's why I don't choose to belong to a political party or identify with one. My middle ground stance is it okay for a woman to go out, party, get fucked off, and and get impregnated, and then go, you know what, I don't want to have this kid, and get an abortion? No, it ain't cool. Like, show some fucking initiative, be responsible,
Yeah.
take precautions. However, we have all been taught, like, sexual activity, even with a condom, is not 100% avoidable.
Right.
Pregnancy, I mean, is not 100% avoidable. So there might be a time when you've done something leisurely, and even though through whatever, like, and so now we come to this like middle ground of like, well, sex should only be between two people who are planning on starting a family. Okay, yeah, back in the 19 or 1840s,
You're right.
let's pretend that was accurate. But now we have evolved to where people actually do have sexual relations without saying that this is going to be my fucking partner forever.
Right.
And shit happens. And at that point, you have to make an educated decision as, will I stick around or will I be able to raise this child with this person?
Yeah.
If that's not the case, moral obligations come into play. Well, I should have the baby. I should not. Can I, are you going to be around? Because then is it fair for this child to be born into a world where you ain't going to be around as a father, or you're not going to be an emotionally available mother, whatever the case? Is that fair to the child you're bringing into the earth?
Right.
So maybe an abortion is something that's, but again, these are all like the things, again, a rape or some shit like that. You impregnated by, I think the people who are pushing this ban, the people who are pushing this narrative on the ban, is kind of like nothing ever crosses their mind of like somebody was raped and impregnated.
Right.
And all of a sudden that is now a child that you're impregnated by some dude. Like,
by some dude
who violated you. Like, are you really going to try to have that kid?
Right.
They don't ever put that scenario into the atmosphere.
And it's like, that should be something you want to do with somebody you care for and love for.
Right.
Not just some motherfucker who's trying to take advantage of you.
So my middle ground stance, as I said, if you are irresponsible and you just having abortions to have them,
Right.
that's out.
Yeah.
The other part of it is, there definitely needs to be things put in place where if things like, impregnating somebody through sexual abuse is a thing,
Right.
then that needs to be in place, man.
Yeah.
Because that's not okay, and that shouldn't be on that woman to bear that burden.
Well, it's also you have these sick motherfuckers out here who be who molest little girls and shit, like fucking little ass girls.
And let's not forget about the fact that a lot of the times when these things aren't available to people and they know they can't raise a child, then we always hear these stories of babies being found in trash cans.
Yep. I forgot.
Is that better?
Right. I forgot what story I found that on, but fucking some lady left her a baby in a literal trash bag.
Exactly. And is that okay?
No.
That's not.
Because I think they're trying to. I don't know what's the reason. I was trying to do some more research before we started, but got a little caught up. But I'm not too sure if these people are. I don't know if they're pushing it to save the baby's life, but at that point, like all of these pieces, like you might not have a father, like the mother doesn't even want you type thing, like you were never even wanted, can also fucks up that person's life. Well, yeah, you might be trying to save this life, but you also might just be making a life worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Type
Like it's.
I see it every week.
You see it every. Oh, yep. Especially with your job, right?
Yeah, so every Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's when they do them. And one of the procedure rooms right outside my door.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I get the whole woman, my body, my choice, but then I do get the other side of it too. And I'm like, I understand both perspectives.
That's exactly where I'm at.
Right.
The difference is, like, people can sit here and talk about it, but when I'm at work, I see these people before and after. Like, they're sitting there waiting to have this procedure done. They're sitting there. They look nervous. But when they're done and they're being discharged and they're sitting in that chair waiting to be pushed down back to their house so they can go home, that blank stare of them just looking into the abyss because they're so into their thoughts about what they just did.
Mm-hmm.
That, man.
Yeah.
I can't explain it to you. Like, you have to see it.
Right.
And I be seeing these young girls come in and they leave with, like, this different thought process, this blank stare on their face. But then, I see them before and they're, like, almost excited. You know what I mean? Like, you see them and they're like, okay, I can't wait for this thing to be done.
Right.
Like, let's get it over with.
Right.
But then when they come out, it's like, what did I just do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm like, man.
Yeah, that's different. I don't think.
Yeah.
Seeing it and seeing people's facial expressions is different than just being political about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of these cats come from, where they're just kind of like, well, this is how I feel, and because of religion, they put this stance down, and you kind of like, all right, bro, but you have to be way more open to worldly circumstances that are just not of the shit that you think of right off the top.
Yeah, like, one of my coworkers, he's, we work with some nasty stuff, and we clean the tab trays and all that stuff, and this fool was like, I was like, what's the nastiest thing you've ever seen come in here? He's like, a baby's eye.
Ooh.
And I was like, fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not just, it's everybody affected, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Well, it's also if you're deep into your pregnancy, they give you a certification of death.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot how many weeks or months you have to be in it, but because at that point it's a living organism inside you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and if you if you abort it, they have to give you a certification of death.
Oh, wow.
I feel like that hits hard if like you go that deep and it's that late. I feel like that can hit hard.
Sure, it can.
Yeah.
But then I don't even know.
I don't even know the motherfucker.
If I run it back from a technical stance, I go, well, if nothing was birthed, can there be a death?
Yeah, because it was living, it was growing inside you, and it was living. Like you were feeding it.
Good point.
It's still
Yeah.
stillborn babies.
Right. Good point.
But
Damn.
yeah, I was when I forgot who told me that. I was like, wow, like that's fucking kind of crazy. But it's
Yeah.
like it's not gonna have a name or nothing. It's just like blank. But
I kind of feel like that's also something that's put in place to make you think about what the fuck is going on too.
yeah,
Like John said, like you have that blank stare, but then they give you a death certificate, and then it's kind of like, all right, so we did this and this happened, but let's not make this a fucking thing. Remember how this feels.
right.
Don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And especially like I said for the females who just go out, and I ain't putting this on nobody, but if you just going out and acting a motherfucking fool and being reckless
right.
and throwing that shit around everywhere, and then this happens every 3 months, it's kind of like, yo, we either gonna have to remove your, you know,
Yeah,
we got to remove some shit from you to where you can't get pregnant because we're not gonna be doing this.
I think the doctors will only do it like 3 times.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, some of my coworkers, they work at OBGYN for those who don't know, but yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we see the same girl every few months.
See, that's what I'm talking
She's
about.
like, the last girl, the doctor told her she can't do it no more. Like, because you can only take out so much
Right.
right.
Yeah.
before there's like nothing left in there.
That's
Right, and it becomes repercussions.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure to your
health
health.
risks. Yeah, to where the doctor like can't do it because now you're liable for other problems.
Right.
Yeah, so
yeah.
but
Yeah, that again, I think that's kind of where I fall into these different channels when I talk about politics, and this is a political issue technically,
Yeah.
and it's also a moral issue. There's a lot of different stances you can take, but I think a lot of times I don't find myself aligning with political parties because there's so many different aspects of shit to where a lot of people just take their lifestyle and say, well, this is where I'm at because this is what I've been taught. And it's kind of like, all right, but if you think outside the box,
Right.
you can come up with a lot more. And, but also we've done this 2 weeks in a row. We fell on the topic that has to do with the R word. And when I say R word, RAPE, I also forgot. I was watching a Kevin Samuels video where a female had said the word, and he said, hey, can we just edit that out? YouTube, especially, listens. They have algorithms, and if you use that word, your video starts to get pushed down. So the same way we shy away from a few different words on here,
Yep.
I think we should shy away from using that. So if we do say something about that, maybe just call it the R word from here on out. Not that we are, I don't think a lot of our topics really lead us to that, but it has been, we fell upon something that comes with that word or somehow relates to it.
Yeah.
And we've used it, and now I'm kind of going, ooh, let's shy away from that.
Got
So
it.
let's put that on the do not list.
Do not.
So we started with bullshit, got a little serious. Let's end with bullshit, shall we?
Let's end with some bullshit. Can we talk about how the Warriors are in some trouble? Warriors in some trouble.
Really? What kind of trouble are the Warriors in?
You don't think so?
I mean, I don't know. What trouble are they in? I mean, what's the series? Okay, today's May 7th. The series is now
Tied 1-1, and there's a game in about 6 hours.
yes, and the Warriors game 1 was where?
Grizzlies, Memphis.
Okay. And then game 2 they lost in Memphis.
Yep.
So are you trying to tell me they're in trouble because they fucking took one of the home games from the Grizzlies, the number 1 seed?
Had they have a second seed?
Second seed, I apologize.
Yep, they are, because Ja Morant is the youngest player under 23 with this stats in the playoffs.
Absolutely. But there is also, you're missing a definite difference in being in the playoffs and being on the road to the championship many, many times, as 4 of their main players are. Like, they have that confidence and that structure to where they're like, bro, this ain't nothing new. This is new for most of or all of the Grizzlies.
It is.
So, as much trouble, and I see what you're saying. However, I'm watching these games, and I am not too confident that if John Morant is tired or has any type of anything, that the Grizzlies have a fucking chance in hell. Because he takes all the shots. He makes all the plays.
Not necessarily.
I thought LeBron was a ball hog.
Nah, not necessarily. When he was out, they still had a fucking winning record. Like, he was out for like 20 games. They still had a winning record. The Grizzlies, as I said last time, they just have good players. Yeah, they have Ja. He'll take the shit over when he wants to at any given moment. But if you take Ja out, they still have good players. They don't have like great players, like good ass all-stars, high calibers, all NBAs, but they just have solid players, which is kind of like,
they got NBA players, which you know, Mom was asking me. She's like, these cats will be on the bench. I'm like, well, they're better than the G League players, and the G League players are better than the cats who show up at the gym and just try to ball. So yeah, you're an NBA player. Even if you ride the bench, you do have some more skill than most cats out here.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you deserve to be there. You might not be getting a high paycheck, but you on the bench, and you could talk all the shit you want to about me being an NBA bench player. But
I'm still getting paid $6 million a year to sit next to Bron and talk to him when he on the bench.
And tune in, bro. You'll see me.
You'll see me on TV watching this shit.
Right.
Courtside.
I gotta go to 24 Hours Fitness to see you.
Right.
So quit playing with my name.
Yeah, but reason why the Grizzlies are in trouble. Gary Payton's out. He fucked up his elbow.
Oh, he didn't fuck it up, but okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Dylan Brooks did.
Yeah, thank you.
I forgot who did it, Bain or Brooks, but he's out. Klay Thompson ain't been on this shit.
No, I mean, he made a big shot in the first game one.
First game, but he was 3 for 10 just now. What was it? 3 for 12?
Okay, let me just be. I'll put all the Warrior defensive talk down. Let's say John Morant is a bad motherfucker. Okay. That's first. Second of all, is he more of a most improved player than Jordan Poole? Yeah. But Jordan Poole is a bad motherfucker too. But Ja Morant does got it. And yes, it is feasible to say that Ja Morant's wild ass layup that he missed is the reason that the Warriors won game one. So I'll be completely honest, and I won't sit here and fight you on it. However, the record's still the record. They're 1-1, and that shit is happening out here now. I
don't think it's too much. The fucking.
I think we should go. I think we should go to the Chase Stadium today.
Could watch that shit outside.
Yep, we should.
We actually could.
Yep, that should be dope.
That kind of would.
But it's still, you know, you can say what you want about Ja, you can say what you want about Curry and Clay's shooting right now.
We're gonna see, because I don't know if they split it or the Grizzlies won the regular season series.
Are you really like leaning back and yawning right now on our podcast?
I'm really tired.
How is this professional?
I'm tired.
For real?
I'm tired.
Hey, John, you might have to take DeAndre's place next week. This cat he can't even stay awake on our podcast.
Tired.
Oh my God. Generational nap podcast.
I'm tired. Anyways, but no, I don't know. I could see the Warriors beating the Grizzlies. I could perfectly see it happening because, yeah, they have the experience. They have the motherfuckers who went to that chip.
But the Grizzlies have the more
Grizzlies energetic. If they can wear the motherfuckers down. They old and they not hella old, but they not. It's not 2015 no more. That was 7 years ago.
Okay.
So they older now. They still got some fuel in the tank, but if they wear that shit down, I could see them just knocking them out.
You all right?
But I do want to talk about the Celtics Bucks because that shit's tied and that's interesting as fuck. That's an interesting ass series because best defensive team and I think second best defensive team. I ain't think the fucking Celtics was finna get one off so early.
Yeah, and I mean they did sweep the Nets, so it's kind of like, okay. But
and they swept I don't know how they should.
Yeah. Don't try to explain it.
I don't know how that.
It's nothing to explain. But I mean, the Celtics are the Celtics, man. They doing their shit, and they are playing the fucking reigning championship team. So I mean, fuck.
That shit happens in the hour. Matter of fact.
Yeah, no. Well, hey man, look. So I think this is, if I want to say accurately, I would say we're at an hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
John.
Hour and 13.
Ooh. By 4 minutes, I'm good.
I don't know when we started, so I couldn't make a prediction.
I was just predicting, just from the you're yawning, and you're sleeping in the chair. I was figuring, oh yeah, it must be about an hour and 15.
Yeah, we're definitely. I knew we were an hour in at least, but also, fucking, I didn't even watch the games yesterday because I was busy watching the movie. But
Yeah.
Mavericks won, which I was surprised at. I thought Mavericks were finna get swept because I was sitting there like they were just fucking getting smacked around. But
Right.
Luka needs some help.
Okay.
He needs some help, like really fucking bad. First game he dropped 45. Second game I think he dropped 36. This past game he just dropped 26 or 27. And he lost the first two.
Damn.
Like, fuck. I'd be mad as fuck. Like,
yeah, shit happens.
I don't know, but what's it called? Luka. If Luka and Giannis would ever team up in the future, raps.
That'd be rough.
Raps.
That'd be rough.
I'm also kind of seeing. It's also kind of sad to see the old NBA kind of move out and this new NBA start coming in.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it has to happen.
Bro, it's like I kind of started noticing. I'm like, wow, like.
Yeah.
Fuck, like KD's out, Kyrie's out,
Right,
fucking
right.
LeBron's out. I'm sitting there like, what the like the old folks is really getting gone and the new motherfuckers moving in.
So here's what I'll tell you. In like 5 years, you're going to have to argue about who's the GOAT, LeBron or Giannis. And you're going to be so mad that anybody even brings it up. And you're going to understand where I was at. Because you're going to be sitting there going, nah, bro, I watched LeBron, whoop, 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 whoop. And somebody else be like, but Giannis in 2021 and whoop, whoop, whoop. And you're going to have to argue that shit. And you're going to know exactly what it means when we talk about the GOATs and the best. And somebody said it to me the other day when he was watching the podcast. He was like, I like y'all little back and forth about the LeBron and Mike. But one thing to remember is that Wilt Chamberlain,
Oh yeah,
to an older cat, is going, an older cat will talk you down off your Mike hype. And I was like, damn, you right.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but I've already kind of accepted that Mike was my era, and that's the dude I watched, and I was like, yeah, that's the shit.
Yeah, what's it called? Wilt Chamberlain was cold. I remember he told, there's an interview. I forgot who did it, but he told Michael Jordan, he was all like, I'm better than you because they had to change the rules to stop me. They changed the rules to help you. I was like, that's damn, cold. That's some cold shit.
Yeah,
that's some cold ass shit.
And somebody else said it was like, there's the GOAT and there's the king. I was like, oh, that's fair. That's fair. I think that's fair too.
I guess.
Hey, you still don't like it. You're never satisfied.
I'm not.
But if you look back through history, there's cats that have like 12 rings and shit like that.
Well,
so
bro,
like,
if we're being completely 100, Phil Jackson is just a GOAT of the NBA.
Coach wise, he didn't play, did he?
No, he did. He got like 2 rings or a ring when he played too.
Okay.
And then you got fucking 6 with the Bulls.
Damn, I'm
5 with Kobe. And I think he has like 2 or 1 as a player.
Yeah, that is a pretty fucking nice
resume.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is nice.
If we're being completely deaf, he's just like the GOAT of the NBA.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
You know what, to be honest with you, I'm not old enough to know that Phil Jackson played. Nor did I do the homework, so that's my fault. But yeah, he's just always been a fucking really dope coach.
Yeah, he played for the Knicks.
Okay.
Way back in the day. In the day. Yep.
Okay. That's hilarious that you telling me that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what's up. I'm always open for info.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. Get filled in.
Can y'all agree on something?
What?
Don't matter who you're talking about in the NBA, they're gonna be sitting there talking about it wearing some J's.
Yep. Absolutely.
Not if they on contract. Not if they on contract.
I'm talking about if you're talking about LeBron and Giannis and you're just sitting there arguing with somebody in 5 years from now, you gonna be in some J's, not no LeBrons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to tell him that, but that doesn't matter to him. But
10
again,
years, 15 years from now, they're still gonna be buying ones at $500.
oh, let's not forget there are variations of Michael Jordan's shoes that cost $40,000. You know, like
Yeah.
there's pairs of shoes that cost more than cars. So, again, I'm not trying to say that like game wise that matters, but just legacy wise, it's like it's really hard for me to argue that point down or try to let that go to where this dude did so much for the basketball culture that like when his shoes were released, people were losing their fucking minds, fighting, shooting over these fucking shoes to pay for them.
To pay for them.
You know, like I will beat another motherfucker's ass so I can get to the counter and give them my money to get the shoes. Like, just think about that. Wrap your head around that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it was a basketball shoe when it was first released.
Yeah.
But it transitioned into like a fashion fucking staple, and not just like some hip hop fashion, but fashion in general.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I mean, I just saw Skip Bayless in a pair of ones today on Twitter.
Well, obviously.
I'm just saying.
Bayless.
I know he always on some LeBron bullshit, but yeah, John, I highly agree that like Jays will be. We might not say, oh well, Jays have something to do with his scoring or his defense or how many rings or anything, but it definitely is a part of your legacy.
Yeah.
And it has to be stated. Like,
oh yeah.
LeBron shoes come out, maybe you see a couple cats hooping in them, maybe. But in some Jordans, cats come out in some retros that ain't even made for hooping no more, and they still try to hoop in them just cuz.
Oh yeah, they don't even have the grip on the bottom.
Bro at the park got some 11s that he plays in, and they are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're whooped, but he plays in them because it's like that feeling of wearing some Jordans, and you can't tell me Phil can't play.
Well, yeah,
Phil can play.
Yeah, well,
but
yeah.
he wearing some
when
retros that really ain't that comfortable to hoop in.
Hell no.
But I'm sure that really plays into your head about what you can do on that court.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and I'm saying like that has to be
something. Like Mike.
Phil be like Mike. I don't
be
wanting to
like
guard
KD.
Phil.
Don't say that.
I sometimes, bro. Like last weekend, I'm sitting there like, you got to guard Phil. I'm like, I don't want to guard Phil.
I guard Phil happily, bro.
You tripping? Phil can hoop.
Phil can only hoop when he get talk shit to.
Okay, we talking about two people. By the way, for the audience, we talking about two people we hoop with on Sundays. We have a very close knit group. It's like a family hoop thing, and everybody that comes out there is cool. I like everybody out there, which is I feel comfortable letting my son go hoop when I don't, because I know he's good. He's Gucci out there. But two people that I would put into that argument. This is only relevant to me and you. We probably shouldn't be talking about it on the podcast, but I know Kev sometimes listens. So, Kev or Phil?
Kev, what the bruh? Phil, you have to get Phil riled up for Phil to actually do some shit. Like, again, if I will guard Phil and not say a word to him, and he will have a point or two on me.
Yeah, he hits from outside, dude.
Bro. I know
he can once he gets into the paint, it's hard to stop him.
If he gets riled up, yes, that's when it's hard to guard him. But if Kev, from start to finish, is hard to guard.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that.
So that's where I'm like, I never want to guard Kev. When I guard, like last week when I guarded Kev, I was sitting there like he wasn't doing too much because of his knee. I was like, oh yes, we cooling. We cooling. It's a good matchup.
It's like, oh, Kev foot fucked up.
Yeah.
I might guard him this week.
Yeah, but with Phil, I'll guard Phil. Only time I won't guard Phil, I'm like, I don't feel like doing when he's mad or like he's talking shit to somebody. Because at that point, I want the dude on my team. I don't want to guard Brett.
Yeah, but see, you also not giving the credit where it's supposed to. Like, you could guard Phil and he'll walk up on you as if he's trying to figure something out, and then just shoot and make and hit from a good 2 feet behind the fucking line.
Oh yeah,
and you sitting there going, "How, bro?" Like, I was ready for you to at least either pass the ball or try to, do some footwork on me first before you do anything, and you just shot right there and hit. I mean, there's been games where I had to guard him and he had like 6 points three of the threes, and I'm sitting there going, bro, those are all on my fucking head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at least with Kev, he's going to facilitate.
Well,
so
Kev,
those might not be on your head until he
Yeah.
moves around, comes off of a screen, and then it's like, bro, that's your fault. You didn't move off the screen.
Oh yeah, well Kev he fucking not mind games, but he just play games with you when you guard him.
Yeah.
That's the annoying shit about guarding.
I just don't like when Kev be flying.
Nah, I don't like that shit.
I'm going for a fucking rebound, and here comes some dude who's like 4 or 5 inches shorter than me is coming, and I'm looking at the bottom of his fucking feet.
Bruh, yeah, no.
Like,
Kev,
I'm on the ground, and Kev his foot is over my face, and I'm sitting there going, how the fuck are you up there, bro?
Yeah, no, Kev. I'll be sitting there like, well, I don't know why Kev don't be dunking.
Because he don't want to hurt himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Dunking is overrated.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
like I watch people tear their fucking hands, especially on them chain nets.
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers, dumbass kids come out there try to dunk, and they'll hang on the fucking rim, and then tear their motherfucking hands up. Or like I'm sitting there going, "What are you doing? You know that's a chain, bro. What are you doing?" But anyway, this was the most boring shit for the audience. The last 5 minutes are like, bro, I don't know who they're talking about. Whatever, you know what I mean? But it was on my head at the time.
To give a comparison, think of Phil as KD and think of Kev as Kyrie.
That's a good comparison.
That's it.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Kev's,
especially size wise, yeah.
Yeah, Phil's lengthy as shit.
And he does play a similar game.
Right. He shoots like KD, but Kev's more on the smaller side, but he'll just just fucking wrap around you.
You ever seen somebody use the backboard as much as Kev?
No.
That is some basketball basic 101 shit. He really does that shit.
He uses the back.
For real.
It's bank.
For real.
Bank. He goes to the bank a couple times. Not a couple times. He goes to the bank all the fucking time.
The one time I had to disagree with Phil was when they got into it. They
was a
little heated. And he was like,
you
always use the backboard. I'm like, yeah, but that's what it's for.
Yeah. He was all like, try using the backboard or some shit. Yeah, I remember that day. But
yeah, and I was kind of like, you drawing at straws. G.
Well, yeah, that's why I remember. That's why I chose Kev, because I remember that day.
Yeah, it was. I knew it wasn't gonna be shit, but they was talking a gang of shit.
They was talking. Yeah. Kev showed up.
He did. But is that it for this week?
Yeah, shout out to Kevin Phil.
Wow.
Yeah, my bad. Shout out to Kevin Phil if they listening.
Yeah, those are our peoples, man. I like everybody that shows up at that park. 90%.
90% of the time.
Yeah, every once in a while. Like that dickhead that came last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, most people, that's something that I think a lot of people out there probably have, like a little close-knit group that you go out and you either play some like pickup football, basketball, soccer. Like you have just this group that shows up at the same place weekly or whatever. Like that's something that you can't really. You see how cats come and they be like, "Oh, y'all do this every week?
Right.
We do this at da-da-da-da," and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be here."
Yeah.
You can't find that all the time.
Nah.
You know what I mean? And I know you remember when I used to take off during the week after work and go hoop.
Yeah,
same thing, but it was weekly.
Yeah.
It was during the week.
Yeah.
So that is a hard thing to find. So that is a important aspect of like just having a unit of people who are always going to be hooping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, sometimes you see people out there at the basketball court by their damn self just shooting.
Yeah,
like,
shooting and shit.
I sure wish there was another 9 people here.
Yeah, I sure wish I could have a game running right now.
Too bad.
Fuck around making up scenarios. Hey, I know you make up scenarios in your head when you're just shooting around.
Invisible people.
Yeah.
How would I get around this motherfucker?
Shot clocks.
Yep. You have to.
Yeah,
that's the only game you could get.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
Especially if you by yourself.
Yep.
I just crossed him up.
And then you sitting there the whole time going, I can't wait till I come across a park with 9 more people. I'm going to put all this shit to work.
Yeah, all these moves I've been working on by myself.
I'm going to pull them shoes out the closet, them ones I ain't never wore. I'm going to hoop in them things.
And it's worse when you do bad and it's like, fuck.
Damn.
Like, fuck.
I forgot all about that one move. Shit. All right, bro. Well, let's sign the fuck out.
Yeah, let's sign the fuck off. It was a lazy day. We should name it something about lazy.
I always named it the. It's always the
nap.
The nap. It's gonna be the nap.
The nap.
It's for surely the nap this week. Good job.
The nap, and that should be like the cover art. Not the cover art, but the.
Oh, I'm for sure gonna get you yawning right there. That's it. That was gonna be the. That's gonna be the screenshot. There it is. Yeah. Get it all out. Yeah, there it is. There's a screenshot.
As I proceed to yawn.
All right, we'll sign it off, man.
All right. Well, we want to thank y'all for fucking with us.
As always, we'll see y'all next week.